You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.
Welcome back, everybody. We are reacting to another Chris Hansen video today. Recently, we were watching a lot of his more recent stuff, and we're going back in time to watch one of Chris Hansen's most iconic catches, where he catches a former mailman. I don't know why. This is like one of his most popular ones, but I guess we'll find out, you know. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let's get into it.
It's a rainy night in Connecticut, and this 40-year-old guy thinks he is going to cuddle in bed with a 13-year-old girl named Bailey. But in a few minutes, 40-year-old John Dupay will find out that this hookup has no happy ending. Dupay is the latest monster we've caught in our all-new investigative segment, Hansen vs. Predator. We're working with the Fairfield, Connecticut police.
Oh shit, we are starting strong already. 40-something-year-old going to meet a 14-year-old. And yeah, you know what? I am pausing this soon. I know someone's gonna comment. Why do you keep pausing? Let the video play more. And you know what? Fair enough, I'll let it play more.
And the online predator watchdog group, Tetrad Core. They post profiles on apps like Whisper using innocuous pictures of actual underage girls. We're protecting their identities. Dupay contacts not one, but two of our decoys. One we'll call Brittany and the other Bailey, hoping to strike up a sexual relationship. This phone call will creep you out.
Bro, how did they catch you not just once, but twice? And did they say they use actual underage people's photos? What? How does that make sense when they eventually arrive here and they don't look like the actual people? And isn't that a bit weird to actually use those photos? I mean, they're probably just normal photos, but still.
Hello.
Hey, you.
Hey, baby.
He appears to be so desperate, he would risk a long prison sentence for a night with a 13-year-old. The text messages he sends are even more disturbing. He calls the youngster Baby. Dupay likes to be called Boo.
Hey, Boo. I'm all fresh from the shower.
I wish I smell your body, baby. Baby, I think it's gonna be amazing for me and you when our bodies are touching and I'm inside you and we're kissing. OMG.
Online, Dupay uses fake names like John Santoro and Johnny Connecticut. He's a former mail carrier and says he worked as a package handler at UPS. He claims he's 30, but he's actually 40.
Oh my god, this is so gross. I hate listening to the conversations. Thank God we didn't get more of the phone call. His voice just... it fits what he's getting in trouble for, I'll say that. And he's about to represent an entire state. Johnny Connecticut like he's John Morrison, changing his last name wherever he goes. Johnny Santoro, Johnny Dupay.
He calls Bailey from his cell phone.
Hello.
Hey, Boo. Where are you?
I'm outside.
What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got? Show me.
Chips.
Nice. What kind is it? Thank you.
She asked for snacks, and he's more than happy to oblige. A bag of chips, a caramel-covered chocolate bar, and a giant bottle of iced tea.
It's so nice to finally see you.
What's up?
This is crazy.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't know, I've never done this.
Why is she nervous? Look at yourself right now. You are one of these sketchiest acting people. And I don't even think it's like the usual looking around for cameras or being nervous to be here because, you know, they don't really talk to people. Because I think you're one of those people who talk way too much to people and make them uncomfortable. I love that Chris has to give like the grocery list right here. Okay, everyone, we got iced tea, bag of chips, caramel chocolate. I feel bad for the employees of the grocery store that they go and see this face that day at the checkout line.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't know, I've never done this. Have you?
Nope.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Hey, Boo.
Hey.
Got a seat right around that stool right there in front of us.
Did Chris Chris had to greet him. Hey, boo. That's amazing. I love that she had to book it away from the hug. Thank God Chris was right there. He just looks like he was about to go follow her.
Set the phone down, please. What is your plan here tonight?
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13. Not that that matters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
30.
30. Dupay is lying, but I'm curious to see if he'll cop to his intentions.
He honestly might, because he's straight up saying, and some of the predators do this, and I think it doesn't even make sense. They would just be like, yeah, I'm here to meet this child. We're gonna watch football. What the fuck? I mean, it's stupid for the people who deny it because, again, the transcripts. But why would you just admit it?
But I'm curious to see if he'll cop to his intentions. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl?
We were just talking.
Just talking? Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. You know,
What, get a hug?
And watch football.
Chris is cornering this dude at every stop. It's amazing. It's like they're playing chess and they're each making moves, and this dude has no idea how to play chess.
Watch football.
Yep.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens. I had no intentions with nothing.
No intentions of...
Nope.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore.
No.
What do you do now?
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls?
I don't try to talk to... I just try to find a girl to talk to and hang out, whatever.
And how many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
No.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
What was this?
Oh god, I was waiting for his response after that long ass pause, and that was all he came up with. He's trying to play dumb, but it's not working whatsoever. I almost forgot he talked to two of the decoys. At what point is he gonna realize that he's like not his father or anything like that? Because he knows where he works. When is he gonna realize this was a setup?
Within the last few weeks? So you say to Bailey, on a whisper, that you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that pic? Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right? Mm-hmm. You do. This does not look very good for you, John.
The way he was sitting fully changed. Like, if you watch that back, he got so nervous. I mean, he was already nervous. You can just see, like, the sweat, though, now on his face. And he's in New England in October. He's gonna be cold as fuck.
Mm-hmm. You do. This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the dark chocolate. Did you bring condoms with you?
Ah, yes. The dark chocolate is the biggest... It's the biggest indicator of them all, John. We're actually keeping this as evidence.
Why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
Just to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her?
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
I mean, it depends how if I'm a good person, you know, like...
Yeah, but typically good people don't meet strangers online, talk about sex, and then go over to visit, and within 3 minutes ask for a hug.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug, that was it.
With a 13-year-old girl. Walked right in the house.
Well, she told me to come in.
Does that make it right? Knowing that she's 13.
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know, without getting her okay.
Ah, that makes it so much better. He won't just walk into houses. He will go in if a 13-year-old, you know, invites them in. He is a grade A citizen after all.
Now, you talked about spending the night. Here, tonight.
Well,
Yes or no?
It depended, like, if she had to wake up in the morning, like, if I was going to stay here.
Did she have to go to school?
She said she didn't have to go to school today. Tomorrow.
So you could just spend the night and hang out with a 13-year-old girl. That's cool.
Well, I didn't plan on it.
You talked about it?
I was going to leave after the football game.
Unless you spent the night.
No, I didn't plan on spending the night.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, a little dinner.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
All I was doing was just coming here to watch the game.
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old girl online.
I am surprised this dude just doesn't run out the door. He looks like a runner. I am kind of biased though, because I just want to see him run and then get tackled and tased. But for real, at what point is he gonna realize that he has the chat logs?
The pickup line John Dupay used to seduce a 13-year-old girl will turn your stomach. You tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Has that line ever worked for you before?
No. There was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
Chris was about to get him arrested for the mansion thing. It's like, if we can get him to admit of where this mansion is and the time he did it, we're gonna get him even longer into jail. Which I love that Chris does that type of shit. Try to get him arrested for the most thing he can. Make sure he admits to everything. And yes, I'd rather be talking about his questions than the very bad line that he uses to pick up women. Which even he admits doesn't work.
Well, there's something you need to know. And that is, I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. The look on Dupay's face says it all. Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there. He knows what happens next.
Police, come over. Any weapons?
He's unarmed and put into the back of an unmarked police car. Our dash cam shows him being hauled off to police headquarters where he's booked, fingerprinted, and poses for a mugshot.
Oh god. Yeah, he was the guy partying up in the mansions, everybody. This is the face of the party animal right here. I just love every movement he made. It's like the pathetic excuse of trying to cover his face. The awkward stance he gave when, giving his fingerprint. And this icing on the cake right here.
She's a little girl. Do you see that in the pictures? Do you see she's a little girl? Look. If she wanted to have sex tonight, would you have?
No. I swear I'm a little boy. I wasn't going to have sex with her. I really wasn't.
Well, then help us understand this. You want her to feel you inside her. I know what that means to me.
I know. I should never said no like that.
Watch closely and you'll see a classic case of good cop, bad cop in action.
The thing I'm watching is this guy cry over the nervous foot pattern. And I noticed he said he swears on his little boy. Does he have a son? He needs that kid taken away from him or given to his wife or whatever. Actually, wait. I hope he's not fucking currently married.
And that evidence was so overwhelming, Dupay pleaded guilty to 3 felony counts. Attempted second-degree sexual assault, attempted risk of injury to a minor, and attempting to entice a minor in an obscene act.
He's gonna go away for a long ass time. I hope he didn't even get a plea deal or anything like that. Because halfway through that interrogation, he was admitting he said those things. It doesn't matter, he's like, oh, I said them, but I wasn't gonna do them. Dude, what the fuck?
At his court appearance, other defendants were taunting him. Apparently, even the most hardened criminals think he crossed the line. Maybe an indication of what he can expect in prison. His sentence, 8 years, suspended after serving 3. He also must register as a sex offender.
Oh my god, even in this court case, the people were making fun of him. That's amazing. And react videos like this keeps the taunts going for years to come. But by God, he was one of the creepiest I've seen. His confidence though, from when he first came into crying in the fucking interrogation room, changed so fast. It was amazing. If you guys have any more of these videos, let me know in the comments below which to react to. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and make sure to have a good night.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bones. You